So number 8, planning. Planning is one of my favorite currency in achieving success. Oh dear. Everything starts with a plan. Everything in life. For me, doing this video, first I plan it in my head. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? What will it involve? Then I note it down. Any activity I want to take on, from my understanding of personal development, motivation and inspiration, and all the various people I also work with who we are, one of the first things you have to do is to put a plan in place. You know, when you want to run a business, where's your business plan? Because if you don't put it down, if you don't plan what you want to do, how are you going to know how it's going to turn out? I mean, there's one thing to say it was planned, but when it was actually in action, things slowly deviated from the plan. That's fine. It's not a problem. Like they said, nothing is cast in stone. But to just walk around things without any plan, you know what they say, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So planning is so important in you trying to achieve success. So number 9 is research. I love number 9. It is one of the reasons I always scale every exams I take. I scale it because I've cornered it, I've learned it, I've understood it, I know what is involved. Because what I do, I buy so many books. I absolutely enjoy reading. Okay, I'm getting that not everybody likes reading, so I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, you must read. And not everybody can read. I understand that because I've also done a course as a teacher. And I really do understand that there are so many situations out there. But again, my personal experience, I love reading. And one of the first things you have to do as a student is to research. You start hearing people say, reference. You have to see what other people have done on that topic. And of course, when you start studying, when you're in university, then you have to, refer. You have to explain that you got this knowledge from looking at such a person's work. Because if you don't do that, then you start hearing things about intellectual property and all of that. That's a long story. But you must look at what other people have done on that topic. And with research, it just makes life a lot more fun. It makes life interesting. Because whatever it is you're trying to do now, trust me, somebody has done something about it. Some person has written something on that topic, maybe looking at it from another point of view, and you're going to look at it from another point. But the first things people want to hear is what has been done about that before. So research helps you to see things from so many points of view, from how other people saw this. Number 10, that's curiosity. Curiosity, you know how they say, curiosity kills the cat. But in life, curiosity actually helps the cat to become or to have 9 lives. Again, quite interesting sayings. So, curiosity is about wanting to know, how is that done? Why is it done like that? Can I find out what's really going on here? And one of my favorite curiosity, when my curiosity is really raised, is when I travel. Like the minute I go into a place, I want to know what else is there and what else have they got there. You have to be curious. Don't be lame. Don't just take things the way you say. Be curious. Ask questions. How did that happen? Why did it happen that way? The more curious you are, the more informed you will become, and the more you can achieve that success that you're trying to achieve with something. Hunger for knowledge, that's number 11. So, hunger for knowledge. A bit like curiosity, but I can tell you what's different about it. We talked about determination and commitment. Hunger for knowledge is like, you know, when you're hungry, you want to eat food. You know, when you're really, really hungry, nobody tells you to go and look for that food. You will go and look for the food. You will find it. The same thing applies to knowledge. The same thing applies to when you want to achieve something. So if that hunger is deeply in you, you want to achieve this success, you will be the one making all the, initiating every effort to get there. You initiate it. You're not going to sit down and say, oh, nobody guided me, nobody helped me. You know what? There's this saying that when the student is ready, the teacher is waiting. Whenever you are ready to find out something, the answers are out there. And there's something about, there's really nothing new again in the world. Go out and seek for it. And you know, when the Bible said, seek and you shall find, ask and it is given. Your hunger is what will guide you to do that. Your hunger is what's going to make you ask questions. Your hunger is what's going to make you seek knowledge. And so if you seek, you will find. If you ask questions, you will get answers. Hunger, very, very important in achieving success. And a very, very important currency in success. Number 12, willingness to learn. So there's that saying again that you can take, a horse, you can take a horse to the sea, but you can't make it drink. That's the same thing with us trying to achieve success. You may think in your head, oh yeah, I want to achieve success with this thing. I really want to get it. And then you're not willing to put in the learning. I've seen students in class and they're teaching us. We're there, we're learning, and they're not interested. They're not hearing one word. And it's like, you're sitting in the class. What will it take from you to just give it attention? To say, I want to pick up something new. So your willingness to learn, just like hunger, has to come from you. You can take that horse to that river, but you can't force it to drink that water. So you may look at other people and go, oh, they're so good at this. I want to be like that. But what you don't know is what they went through to achieve that. And this is your turn to now do whatever it takes to get there. But suddenly, this is your chance to learn. Question everything around you. That's number 13. Now, personally, this is one of my favorite currency again. Why? Because you're going to come across lots of people who will make it look like they're going to help you. Oh, don't worry. I know exactly what you can do. Do it this way, do it this way. And you know, when we're talking about religion, drink holy water, and you've heard about people also saying they're selling the blood of Jesus, and we'll have all these prayer warriors who pray for you. This is why people need to wake up. You go to church, they insist you must pay X amount of money for tithe before you can achieve success, before your prayers will be heard. God is a spirit. We must remember that God is a spirit. God is the owner of this heaven and this earth. And so there is no amount of wealth that you can imagine under the sun, under the earth, under the heavens that God does not own. God owns everything. Somebody trying to tell you until you pay tithe. Is God asking you for money? These are the things you need to question. Is God asking me for money? What will God use my money for? Does God buy things? God is a spirit. So if you can be analytical enough to say to whoever, can you explain to me what God is going to do with this money? I mean, I can understand that we need money to decorate our church, we need money to build the church, we need money to support the church, we need money for things to keep the church running, a place of faith. But for you to now be told that if you don't do that, you're not going to get blessings, you're not going to get success, you need to question it.